If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Sandy Hurricane and I absolutely love everything that deals with makeup, so welcome to my channel. And if you are a return subscriber, thank you so much, Beauty, for being here. So for today's video, I decided to do this full-on makeup tutorial. Yes, I did include foundation, skin, and all that good stuff because I already know how much you guys love to see that. And then I did film, of course, the eyes. It's all about the nudes today, you guys. I threw on like this like light, not light, but it's like a brown turtleneck top, and then I have my nude nails, and then we have everything nude apparently. It's very bronzy, nude, and I was just digging a nice brown chocolate cut crease because I haven't done a cut crease I feel like in a hot minute. I am super obsessed with the look that I have for you guys today. Of course, before we do get started, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little notification bell which does notify you every single time that I upload a new video here on YouTube. I love you guys so much. I hope that you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you guys do recreate this, do not forget to tag me on Instagram because you know that I love to see your guys' recreations. You guys make me so happy every time you recreate one of my looks. I just love posting you guys on my IG stories. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it and let's go ahead and get to glamming. I love you guys. Hi guys. So I'm gonna start off with using the e.l.f. Line and Define eye tape. One of my subscribers actually told me cut these in half and they're gonna last you a lot longer, girl. So thank you so much for that tip. I'm gonna go into the Supreme Nudes palette. You guys already know that I love this palette so much. Using my Morphe M506, a small detailed brush, I'm gonna go into the shade called MINK, which is that nice dark chocolate brown from the palette. Now I thought it was a little bit too dark, so I am adding a little bit of aesthetic. Still using the same palette and blending those two colors together and apply it in my crease. And then I do extend it outwards, but with a little wing at the end to start creating that half cut crease because I want it to look more like of an almond shape. And I love to use a small detailed brush because I feel like this really helps to really define the eye and how I want my placement. And then to just blend out the edges, I'm going to still use the Morphe M506 and pick up the shade called Transient. And I'm going to start to just blend that out so that way it doesn't look super harsh. And I do go back and forth into Transit, Aesthetic, and MINK so that everything is where I want it to be. Now you don't have to use a small detail brush if you don't want, but I feel like it's very, very helpful. And then going into, of course, my Urban Decay Eden Primer to start to cut my crease. I still can't find my Sigma F75 concealer brush. I think I'm gonna have to buy a new one. I'm so sad. But I'll link this brush down below and go ahead and just start to create your cut crease. And then using a Bella small brush, which I will also link down below. And I'm going into a shade called Expose, that nice bone nude shade. I am obsessed with this shade, you guys. I think every palette should have a shade like this. And I'm just going to go ahead and just pat the eyeshadow in and set that primer. I really want this to stay more on the nude side. Totally up to you. You can switch it up and you can use a glittery shade if you want. You can be creative here. You don't have to do what I'm doing, but I just want this to be super nice and nude. And then for the eyeliner, I'm gonna go into the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in Blackest Black, and I'm using my Sedona Lace EB21 brush to create my wing. Now you can also use a eyeliner pencil that you normally use if you have one. I just like to use this one because it does create a little bit more thickness. And I kind of want that because I'm going to be blending this out. So I always like to do one eye at a time because gel liner can be super drying really fast, especially this one by Maybelline. So I just like to work with it really fast. So once I do place it where I want it to, then I will start to buff it out. I will also take it towards the bottom lash line because I do want this to look very smoky. You don't have to use gel liner if you don't want to. You can also use liquid, but I feel like gel is just so much more easier to blend out. So then I'm going to go back into the shade called MINK, that chocolate brown, and using the same Morphe M506 to start to buff that gel liner out and start to smudge it and make it look nice and smoky. And then after that, I do go back into Transient to just buff it out a little bit more on top, and then I just go back and forth through Aesthetic, MINK, and Transit to smoke that out. And it kind of makes it look like a double cut crease in a way. So just go ahead and take your time and buff all of these shades out. And then I do want more darkness, so I do go back in to a little bit of gel liner and I start to smudge it again towards my top lash line. Going to Lash Freak, this new mascara from Urban Decay. I'm actually really liking it. I just feel like the wand is a little bit more different than what I'm used to, but it still gets the job done. For lashes, I am going to go into BLANCAFLOR Mink lashes in the style Obsessed, or Goddess, sorry, Goddess. I don't have La Cajita, I threw it away. You guys already know that I'm so bad. I need to get more organized. I do apologize, but I will link her link down below for you guys. Now it's time to remove the tape. It's super sticky as you guys see, but it really gives me a nice sharp cut. And then I'm going into my Neutrogena makeup wipes, of course, to just remove any fallout that we have before we can start on our complexion. For our skin, of course, going into my favorite, the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Primer. I love this primer so much because I feel like it really, you know, helps my makeup last a lot longer. And then going into the brand new 24-hour Born This Way matte foundation by Too Faced, and of course using my Hank & Henry beauty sponge. I told you guys in the previous video that I previously uploaded that the sponge is a little bit too big, but I really do like the way that it applies my foundation. And this foundation, you guys, is absolutely the bomb. I love it. I'm combo, and this foundation literally lasts me a long time. I actually been using this foundation with a makeup brush, and then when I do apply my masks, it literally leaves my foundation on there for a very long time. So I am obsessed. And then I'm going to go into the KKW Beauty Concealer in the shade number 6, which I'm actually running out and I am so sad. I hope she has another sale because that's when I got them and I went crazy and I bought different shades. But I just love the way that it makes my under eye look super flawless. And then my Makeup Forever HD Stick Foundation to Cream Contour. I don't remember the shade, but I will link it down below. And I'm using this brush that I got from my BoxyCharm box. And I just love to use this to apply the cream contour. And I like to use my HD foundation stick because, you know, it's foundation. And I feel like it looks more like skin. And then I'm starting to do this new trend where you can contour your lips. So I'm still taking the same HD foundation, but I'm applying it like if I'm applying lip liner, and this is really gonna contour your lip and make them look more plumpier and more bigger. I've seen a lot of celebrity makeup artists do this a lot. And then I'm going back into that sponge again from Hank & Henry Beauty and start to blend out my concealer. I always let my concealer set for a little bit before I do blend it. I just feel like it gives me better coverage and it looks more flawless underneath my under eye. And then I'm just going to start to buff out and clean up my nose contour. And then to set the cream contour, I'm going to go into my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder. I'm in the shade 330 Toffee. It's for normal to oily skin types, and it really helps to really mattify my cream contour. And it just looks more like skin. I don't want it to look too dark. I want this to look very bronzy, but yet not too much. You know what I mean? And then to set my under eye, I'm going to go into the Born This Way translucent powder. I forgot how good this powder is, you guys. I haven't been using it for a while, and today I was like, you know what, let me just use it. Well, not just today, but I've used it like the past couple of days. But I feel like it really helps my concealer stay a lot longer. And like I said, I've been using this powder, a lot of Too Faced products to set my makeup, and then I use my masks like for the weekend. And it really helps to make my makeup last all day. And then going back into a shade called Mink just to buff out that gel liner underneath and smoke it out. And of course, now it's time to dust away the powder, and I do buff it all into the skin so that way everything gets set and it doesn't go anywhere and it doesn't budge. For blush today, I'm going to go into my MAC blush. I will link the blush that I used, of course, in the comments or in the description box for you guys, but I love MAC blushes a lot. Going into my 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil by Urban Decay. Apply this in my waterline, and it's crazy what a difference black liner makes, right? I feel like my eyes look more brown. It really makes my eyes pop a lot more. And I do buff it towards the lower lash line too, just a little bit to make it more darker, and then I do go back into Mink to buff it out. And then going back into my Bad Gal Mascara by Benefit. I love applying this mascara on my lower lashes. They just look so full and long, and I absolutely love that. Now going into Love Bite by Morphe, this lip pencil, I'm going to start to just outline my lips. Yes, even after we contour, we want our lips to look nice and plumpy and juicy, girl, okay? You don't have to do the lip contour if you don't want to, but give it a try and see how you like it. And then going into this MAC matte lipstick in the shade Yash. I've been loving this lipstick, you guys. Oh my god, it's such a pretty nude, and it just makes my lips look more puffier. And then going into the KKW Beauty shade number 2, and just to apply this in the center of my lips to make them look even more plumpier. And that's pretty much it, you guys, for today's eyeshadow tutorial and makeup tutorial. Let me know your comments down below what you guys think. I love you guys so much. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys!